Hey guys, it's Nate here, back with another video, and today we are going to be doing something a little different with the airbox. So yeah, let's get right into it. So if you guys did watch the last episode, we went ahead and took this off and took the charcoal filter out of it, which is right here, which it was literally blocking the entire path for all the air up here to go into. So we got rid of that, and then we also took that out. Change of plans in a way. We're gonna be putting a 2020 Mustang GT's airbox on this 2022, and I'll show you inside. If you didn't watch the last video, I explained it, but I'll show you inside here compared to in there, and show you the differences. All right guys, so as you can see, we've got a little bit of a mess here. Scrap everything about this part. I realized that these are the exact same and you don't need to take that off. You only need to take this part off. So never mind these things, don't take this off, keep this on if you're just switching the airbox. Obviously if you're putting a cold air intake on, then you want to take these off. But so this, you're just gonna unscrew this out with a flathead, and then once it's loose enough, make sure it doesn't come like apart, but when it's loose enough, it should start like stopping, turning, and then you're gonna push this way, or that way, whatever. You're gonna push that whatever way it is, the opposite way, and then you should just wiggle this a ton and it should come off. Then the MAF sensor, you use I used a 7/64 hex, I think it's called a hex key. I'm not sure though. To take these little pieces off. And then we'll show you the difference here. So this is the 2022 intake. So as you can see here, that is the piece I was talking about in the last video. That's pretty stupid. Then you got all this. Obviously the charcoal filter was right here. So this is what the 2022 airbox looks like. And then the, obviously, as I said, these hoses are the exact same. It just goes straight into the throttle body. So I don't know about this little piece. I don't know what that little piece down there is, but yeah, the hose part or whatever that is the same. So I'll put the 2020 over here so you can see it too. So here is the 2020 compared to the 2022. So as you can see, the charcoal filter was on top right here, covering the entire thing. Here's the charcoal filter on the 2020. And obviously, as you can see, there's a ton more room in the 2020 than the 2022, because you had this plastic piece and you had the other plastic piece, and then obviously you have the part in there, and here is just wide open. So I don't know, I'm just gonna leave this piece in here for now because I don't know how to take it out besides like drill or cutting it out some way. But I'm just gonna leave that in there for now because I mean the car's not even going anywhere right now, most likely. So just leave that in there for now, and we'll start getting stuff put back together. So the only thing that you need to transfer over basically is the filter and the what's it called? The MAF sensor. So go ahead and take or actually wait, never mind. These are probably the same. Let me see these real quick. Because if these are the same, then I mean, there's no point in taking this part off either. So here's the 2022 one, and here is the 2020 one. Looks like they are the same. Yeah. So yeah, I'll just keep mine on. This is the 2022. Okay. Pretty sure. I mean, overall, I'd say this is really easy. If you can get your hands on a 2020 or a whatever year before intake, and it will certainly help you out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this airbox put back together, and we will be on our way. I think once I do my headers, I'm gonna have to take that off again. As you can see, the bolts are, I can't see it actually, bolts are right down there. So hopefully that's not too bad of a job. But we will see once that bridge is crossed. So we are just gonna throw the K&N filter. There's a there's a wasp. I'm gonna clean this filter real quick and then we'll put it back on. All right, so we cleaned the filter, threw it back in, and then we need to put this part back on. I don't know if I said, but obviously you have to transfer this because this is the whole point. But obviously I'll find out how to take off that thing later. That what's it called? That piece later. But as of right now, we'll just charcoal filter. We'll just leave it on for now. But yeah. So as you can see, a 2020 intake airbox, whatever, fits right on a 2022. So they're literally the same exact thing. So yeah, that's back on, and we need to put it back on here. Where did I put the MAF back? I need to put the MAF back in first. Throw this back in. As you can see, the MAF goes in one way. Make sure it's clean when you're putting it back on and not dirty, because you don't want to. One second, it's not lining up. I think it's opposite. Okay, yeah, it only goes one way, but of course I put it in the wrong way first, so just hand tighten these. Hopefully next year I'll have a GoPro, a new one, so I should be able to make a lot better content for you guys. I'll be able to do a whole bunch of driving videos, obviously pod driving, and working on the car. I will be able to show you guys that process, so we'll see how that unfolds. But as of right now, I have a really old GoPro, like the original Hero GoPro, but the mount or whatever, like you can't take the waterproof case off, so the mount is screwed up, and I don't know when, but I tried to put on I put on another mount, and then it's just too big when I put it on my head for the to do like a pod view. The head strap, it already has a mount on it, and I have another mount on the GoPro, so I just hit my head, or I hit the GoPro on the top of the roof liner of my car, so it's stupid. I need to figure out, once I get a new GoPro, it should come with a new kit, so new head strap should come with that, and then I will be able to make better content overall. I can do working on the car vids, and I can do pop driving, obviously. I'm gonna put this back in and come back to you guys. Alright, so as you can see, we have got the intake back on. I need to tighten some things up, but went back on decent. The one part, which I'll show you in a second. Come on, Brad. There we go. So this part right here was kind of annoying, but it wasn't too bad. Just when you're putting this back on, make sure you put everything back on right, because if you don't, you could get misfires or whatever. So make sure that you put this stuff all back on right, and you should be just all right. So I need to put that back on. Hopefully the heater's not too loud. It's freaking cold. So I turned that on. That'll hopefully help. I mean, it's been helping. It's just really cold here where I live now, so it's annoying, but all of the we've got a good amount of stuff coming for you guys, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Got some cosmetic stuff, and hopefully we'll get this thing tuned up next year, and I apologize in advance if the videos slow down, which I'm going to try my best not to, but it's cold obviously, and I have to come up with content to post, and if I can't find content, I'm kind of screwed. This thing sucks. So bear with me, try my best. I'm bleeding. So hopefully you guys do enjoy the content. Obviously it's not ideal to be working on a car with one hand, but hopefully in the future that problem will be solved, and you won't have to be watching me struggle trying to get this crap back on with one hand. So make sure this 10mm here is tightened down good, so your airbox doesn't come off. Pretty good. And then we put the filter back in, and we put the mat back on. Make sure that's tightened down good. Push that part back in. Need to put this back on. I need to get this off because he left it on there, so I'll take that off. This is all plugged back in, plugged in. Obviously we didn't need to switch that, so that is not a problem. Tighten this back down and should be good to go. Alrighty, got this tightened back down. Make sure this is all sealed up correctly, and we're gonna plug in this back now. You just push it in like that, and then this red tab down here, you're just gonna push that in. Make sure it's all tight and everything. Make sure everything is back on and tight, and that is the newish airbox install. So hopefully that won't throw a code. Obviously, I mean, it's going to be tuned next year, so it's not really going to matter, but hopefully it shouldn't. I mean, it shouldn't throw a code, but if it does, it's whatever. I mean, I don't know the next time this thing's going to get started, but so hopefully this will help with the airflow, and Obviously, I've heard a lot of people say that you just keep all you need is the stock airbox because it's the most efficient, and it's not worth getting a cold air intake because this is more efficient than a cold air intake is. So as you can see with the RTR grill, you get it directly into the airbox right there. So there's nothing hiding, taking away any airflow. So this is a great addition to the car. And obviously if you do this, you possibly could pick up a few horsepower. Obviously the 2022s took 10 horsepower away, but I don't think that it really made too much of a difference. Obviously it's 10 horsepower and 10 torque, I'm pretty sure, but it honestly doesn't really matter that much. I mean, the good thing is subtle differences help, but how's this going? I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. It's just a simple change that can help out your car a little bit. So if you don't want to do it and you just want to spend the $400 to get a cold air intake, more power to you. But this is a really simple mod for your 2022s to fix them. Obviously, if you have a year before, you don't need to do this because you have the best flowing one. But yeah, so that is it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. Sorry for me just rambling and not really saying much, but I'm just trying to get this done, and hopefully it makes a little bit of difference. So leave a like and subscribe on the video. Make sure to watch the video all the way through. If you did, thank you. It really helps me a lot, more than you would think. And yeah, I guess we'll just see you guys in the next video.